To me, when we look at what happened to Tua Tagovailoa on Thursday Night Football, we can talk about the game, but the screenshot that happened in this game was, of course, Tua hitting, his head hitting the ground and his fingers stiffening up after. It's clearly a head injury, probably more a concussion, this and the third. Why did I start off with that story? Because on Sunday, we saw Tua against the Bills his head bounced off the turf, and he grabbed his head. He got up. He was he was wobbly. He almost fell, immediately fell back down. Took him out the game. Said it was a back injury. Now, I've hurt damn near every part of my body. I'm not gonna lie to you. Playing basketball definitely takes a toll. Now, I'm never gonna compare, the physicality to basketball than to football. I'm never gonna do that. I understand football is a 10 times more contact, aggressive sport. But I've hurt a lot of things in my life, from knees to ankles to feet to arms to back to hand. When something hurts, when I hurt something, I usually touch that part of the body. For instance, when you go up and you twist an ankle, you grab your ankle region. You hurt your knee, you start rubbing your knee, you hurt your arm, you hold your arm. What I'm saying is, when Tua went down on Sunday against the Bills, he grabbed his head. And almost everyone that watched that play, from former football players to current football players to analysts to they all said it looks like he has a concussion. Now, they said it was a back injury, and he was even cleared to come back and play. Now, let me say this. What happened on Thursday night, there's not just one person to point the blame at. But there's no way that you can see what happened to Tua on Sunday and think to yourself, he's good enough to play on Thursday Night Football. He's already, the week is already shrunk for him because you go from Sunday to Thursday instead of Sunday to Sunday. Whether it's a back injury or not, which it's hard for me to believe is a back injury. My theory is this. They call it a back injury so you can pass, or you may not even have to do the concussion protocol after the initial one because it's called a back injury. Why would I need to do concussion? Why do I need to go through concussion protocol if it's a back injury? Even though I don't think it's a back injury. Now, they said that had, outside doctors and whatever, but at the end of the day, those doctors are still paid by the NFL. So, somebody, it all goes back to the bottom line. You see, the Dolphins organization is the same organization that had the Brian Flores incident, the same organization that damn near killed Tyrod Taylor by puncturing a lung, I believe, while doing an IV. That would be the hardest. Or it will take me so much to trust that medical staff, seeing as though we see the track record and the history that they have. And even if it was a mild concussion, there's no way, especially with how physical football is, that you can have someone go from Sunday to Thursday. So the organization, it showed, sports time and time again shows you what they care about, especially football. They only care about the bottom line, man. Again, Tyrod Taylor almost died getting a routine IV, I believe. Is this the medical staff that we're about to trust here? And Tua. And I understand, man. It's hard for me to place blame at Tua's feet, but because I understand how important it is to be out there with your teammates, how important it to be out there with a lot of times the only family that a lot of people have. But you got to think about yourself, bro. I'm not saying retire or anything, but this is when I say being selfish has such a negative connotation to it, and it's not. Selfish is not a bad word. Selfish means you're putting yourself first. You're putting yourself above something. In a situation like this, if you know you possibly have a concussion on Sunday, there should be no reason why you're playing Thursday. No reason. I think somebody has. The NFLPA said they're looking into it and going to do a legal investigation, but you should know what it is, man. This is the same, again, and I cannot stress this enough. This is the same medical staff that almost killed Tyrod Taylor.